Hey, what's up? 819S here. Today I want to talk about lack of confidence, or more specifically, imposter syndrome. Have you ever heard of imposter syndrome? It's that feeling you get when you're doing something that you don't belong there, that you're not skilled enough to do it, and that people are going to find out that you're a fraud and you're an imposter, and they're going to call you out on it. This is something I go through, the worry about this, and I don't know how to get over it. I've read a lot of information online about the specific syndrome. In fact, probably a year to a year and a half ago was the first time that I had heard of it, and I was like, hey, that sounds like me. So I went to university for computer programming. I'm very well versed in it. I did a lot of self-study before university. I do my own private personal programming projects. I know a lot about computer programming and software engineering. However, I don't have any professional experience with it. So when it comes to job hunting for a computer science job, a computer programming job, I lack the confidence to go into the interviews. I'm willing to go into the interview and I sit there, but as soon as I start to talk to the technical people in the interview, the worry starts to build up. This is what happened to me a few years ago. I have not done computer programming interviews recently. I'm looking for a computer programming job now, so I'm going to have to do interviews if the companies give me a call back. And I don't know. I can sit there and be myself, but in the back of my mind, it's just sitting there saying, you've never done this before professionally. You have no idea what you're doing. You forgot about this concept or that concept. You're going to get called out on it. And I don't know. I just feel a little bit nervous about doing these kind of things. And I think that imposter syndrome is the reason why. Last year I made a really small, simple iPhone game and released it to the App Store. The reason that I made that game was to help kind of overcome this feeling that I don't know how to do it and prove to myself that I can do it. And when I put that game out on the store, I felt really good with it. And probably a month or two later, I started to diminish myself again, like, yeah, that was really simple. It only took you 2 weeks to code it up. You didn't really put a lot of polish into it. It could be a lot better if you did this and that and that. And you don't know how to do this function, so that's why you didn't do it. And it kind of starts to eat away at me again, like the imposter feeling, the feeling that I don't belong. And now that's what I'm trying to work on. I mean, when you can identify the problem, it's generally easier to solve. If you don't know how to identify the problem, then there's almost no hope of solving it, right? In this case, I know exactly what the problem is. Now it's just coming up with a solution or a workaround to fix it. Alright, if you guys have ever experienced imposter syndrome, let me know what you did to get over it. If you've never experienced imposter syndrome, I hope you never do. It's not fun. Alright, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow. Ride safe.